Welcome to the YouTube channel. My name is Joe, and every single day I make videos teaching you about cryptocurrency. So if you like money and you like crypto, hit that subscribe button. Also, make sure to hit the notification bell to be notified every single day when we come out with a new video. They are very time sensitive and you're not going to want to miss out. Also, please understand that everything I say in this video is not financial advice. These videos are for educational and inspirational purposes only. In full disclosure, I do hold some of the cryptocurrency coins that I will be speaking about in today's video. Jerry, what's going on, man? You know, it's been a green ending to September. You know, I'm just kind of curious your thoughts, what you're thinking with crypto right now. I know you've been talking about getting into ICP and all these like little altcoins again. And the last time we kind of just chatted, we talked about diversification in portfolio. And one of the things that I told you is that in a bull market, my strategy that worked incredibly well was just having a ton of coins everywhere because you never know which one's going to go flying off those shelves. And you were like, no, just get into the Bitcoin. It's safe and it's reliable. And well, I think like in a bear market, I mean, you're certainly not wrong because it'll go down the least and you'll definitely have the safer approach there. But in a bull market, I believe that the diversification, if everything's going to pump, then yeah, you kind of can spread yourself a little bit more thin. So like, what are you thinking right now? We closed the month green in September, which is the first time we've done that in 8 years in September. So what are your thoughts, man?
I've been thinking after all the research I've done, it looks like Internet Computer Protocol is the best altcoin to invest in. When I make videos, I'm getting so much reaction out of the people on my channels, from the community. Like, it looks like I've found one of the very few winners. Like, if you look at the last cycle, there were like 5 or so cryptos that were like massive winners, and then almost everything else, you know, it basically kept up with Bitcoin or had a brief pump and then died. You had a very small amount of them that did really well. So I think I've found one with Internet Computer. You know, I found one that's going to be a huge winner in the next cycle. So it seems logical to just focus on that instead of, you know, spreading myself everywhere.
Well, you've gotten into some little coins with Internet Computer, and I know we made a video about that launchpad. I thought it was an interesting approach. So tell us more about, you know, those little coins and like how have those even been performing?
Well, those coins overall, when I first checked it, they were up 37% on average from their launch price. So if you'd bought every one of them, you'd be up 37%. And one of them's actually went nuts. One of them, they sold for like 3,000 ICP and they only sold 3,000 tokens. So it was 1 ICP per token. And now it's up to like 500 ICP for token. So one of them's done like a 500x already in a year from when it launched.
That's what I'm talking about, and why, like, you know, it's so interesting to take a look at these coins and these new ones because, you know, on my website, you know, I really teach people my free training how I took 10 grand and turned it into 200,000 in crypto in 1 week. And you can unlock that free training absolutely free. And the reason why I teach this is because in crypto, it's actually possible to do this. From 10,000 to 200,000, that's only a 20x. You just talked about a 500x. There's a whole education behind this, and it's so misunderstood because people think like, oh yeah, I'm just gonna like put $100 into this and like, you know, drive away in a Lambo. It's like, no, it doesn't really typically work like that. So I just thought it was interesting because I saw more of your recent videos and you talking about these things, and I just wanted to share because it was just very intuitive to some of the things that I'm a big believer in and have witnessed and, you know, experienced firsthand. You know, shifting over to the market and different cryptocurrency assets, you know, one that's really caught my attention, it's in the top 20. It's actually number 11 right now. It's probably even in the top 10 after the stable coins, if you were to count it, is Tron. And I'm looking at this because I remember buying Tron, Jerry, in 2020 for like 2 to 3 cents. And if I just would have held that, I'd be up at 2 or 3x right now. So, you know, there's a lot of other coins that are down massively from their all-time highs. But, you know, Tron's all-time high was right around like 25 cents, 23 cents. It's at 8 cents today. And the chart right now looks insanely bullish. Like, it's in a very nice uptrend. You know, they have a lot of volume, you know, hundreds of millions in volume. It's a $7 billion market cap. You know, this is one that's really kind of flown under my radar here. You know, do you have any updates with Tron or like why you could even imagine thinking that people would be interested in this?
It seems like Tron's used a lot for gambling in Asia. And you got Justin Sun behind Tron. We talked about Tron a few months ago. And yeah, Tron to me looks like one most people are sleeping on, at least in terms of the data. There's a ton of active users on Tron, right around the same as on BNB. And you look at BNB, Versus Tron, I mean, it's BNB's 5 times bigger. Well, Justin Sun, I don't know exactly if he owns Swabi, like if that's his exchange, but it's not a token directly tied to an exchange like BNB. But what I'm skeptical for, though, is the future for Tron. It has held up better than most cryptos during, the last cycle. What I'm looking for is, where is all the action going? Like, where are we heading? And looking out farther out than most people, because most people in crypto are looking like such short term, like next year or two. And that's what I was doing when I first got into Bitcoin, and even last cycle, or I guess it was 2 cycles ago now. Like, I was looking at Steam, like this could pump, and I wasn't looking like longer picture. If you get stuff like that's built on something like Internet Computer or even Solana, but especially Internet Computer, like Tron just sucks by comparison, because you can build an entire casino all directly on chain on Internet Computer. Is Tron gonna last the test of time? I doubt it. It certainly has the user data right now, though. It has more users than almost anything.
Well, that's something really to talk about. I follow a lot of different influencers, and I hear a lot of people talking about, their coins going up and down and all, but what really causes coins to go up? And it comes down to one thing called Metcalfe's law. And if you don't know what Metcalfe's law is, it basically means the more users that come in, and that will multiply the price depending upon how many users come in. But I'm thinking to myself, like, okay, the more people that come in, obviously the price is going to increase, and that's exactly what we're seeing with Tron. So I don't know the numbers in front of me for Tron specifically, but if you look at Bitcoin, there's like millions of people that have Bitcoin, and that's why the price is so high. And you look at a lot of these other new cryptos, and they don't have very many users. And to me, it's like, well, if you just multiply the number of users and holders, that's why I think people, if they're looking at, okay, how do I actually make money in this? What you said, Jerry, is very true. Where is it going? Where are the users going? And I think Tron, to me, is really undervalued at this point because they have the users. And if they square the users, the price is going to square and go crazy. So I'm looking at cryptocurrencies right now that don't have the users yet. And the reason why I'm a huge believer in what I teach is because it's in the new coins. You want to talk about squaring users instantly. In a new project, it starts at 0 holders, right? Except for the people who maybe got in early with the pre-sales and the vesting and all of that kind of stuff. But it starts at 0. Then you have people buy and they hold, buy and they hold, buy and they hold. It takes the money out of the market. So if you're really looking for those crazy multiples, you can get it in multiple different areas. But from a risk-reward standpoint, it's in the new coins. What are your feelings towards this right now as you're kind of dabbling with some of these new projects? And, what do you think about, the Metcalfe's law and, all of the different users compared to, some of the data?
I mean, you're exactly right. That's why Ethereum and Bitcoin have got such big values, because they have so many users. And you're exactly right with the new coins. Like, if I had bought Internet Computer during its pre-sale, I would have got a hold of it for a few cents each. I would still be up 50 or 100x even today after everyone else that's bought it's got destroyed. If you getting in early gives you these exponential rewards if you pick the right projects. But if you don't, you just lose everything. With Metcalfe's law, that's why I'm looking for, like, where is it going with users? What sucks today in the crypto landscape is you really know you're using crypto. Like, you're using these addresses and are you writing these recovery phrases down? Most cryptos are hard to use. Ethereum is a pain in the butt, which is why most people in the world have not used it. Most platforms are very easy. You just click and sign up and you start using them right away. And there's very little friction onboarding. With crypto, there's so much friction onboarding. Like, I played this game Gods Unchained. It was on Ethereum layer 2 immutable X, and God, it was hard. Like, you had to download a game client on your PC. It's not on mobile devices. You had to have a MetaMask wallet. You had to bridge ETH over to this layer 2, pay a gas fee, and then use a different marketplace just to buy cards for it. It was difficult. Internet Computer, you can use it and have no idea you're even using crypto. I want to go where the Metcalfe's law is earlier. So I've been playing around with these projects on Internet Computer because they're in the really tiny market caps right now, 2 million, 3 million. I'm all in, essentially. Like, if the whole Internet Computer system, it looks like they're going to get some of these tokens listed on centralized exchanges. They're not on CoinGecko yet. They're not on CoinMarketCap yet. And once they hit CoinGecko and CoinMarketCap and centralized exchanges, you know, from tiny market caps, it could go really well. But if Internet Computer doesn't go how I think it's going to go, I'm going to get annihilated. Like, my whole crypto portfolio is absolutely just going to get stomped. But I was reading Elon Musk's book, and that's like the strategy he does. He just puts all of his chips in. And if he was playing poker, Texas Hold'em, he didn't even know how to play. He sits down at the table and just throws all in, every single hand until he wins, and then he gets up and walks off with the chips. He's like, okay, I'm done. And he runs his businesses the same way, like, I'm going to put all my chips in, and if I lose, then I'm going to have nothing else to do, and I'm going to have to start over.
I think it's a really interesting approach, and I think that there's something to learn from those lessons. And that is, if you're going to invest, you can't be scared. Right? I see where most people make a lot of mistakes is that they're too scared to invest. They're like, oh, what if it goes down? Right? What if I buy and it goes down? And the truth is like, if you're already risking money that you're scared to lose, you're already lost, because you should never risk money that you're afraid to lose. You should never risk more than you can afford to lose either. Not financial advice here, but truthfully, you know, whenever I do my investments, I'm prepared to hold them to zero. I mean, I don't even care if they go to zero, because it's money that's not affecting my day-to-day life. In this entire bear market, I've still been traveling. I've still been staying at luxury hotels. I've created multiple different new YouTube channels. My business has run as normal. Like, nothing has happened besides the views going down and a lack of people coming in, new users. So, and that's just because of the interest in the market is low. But in a bull market, all of that can change. And so I do think that you're going to be right, Jerry, with Internet Computer, but I think you're going to be right because I think everyone's going to be right with a variety of these different cryptocurrency coins, because the entire market is going to balloon back up because of the bull run. You can basically put your money into almost any single one of these assets and you would have been right. Now, the question is then, how right can you be? And I think that's where the education aspect of this comes in. So we'll wrap up this video, and we hope that you've enjoyed just kind of a fireside chat here, what we're talking about, just more of a more real, honest approach here. But if there's anything I wish I would have done when I first got into crypto, is learn, educate myself, figure out how to build a portfolio, how to manage risk, because I did that strategy, Jerry. I went all in on Steam and I got wrecked. Now the good news is that I did start again and I ended up winning. And that's what I teach people for free here on my social medias, as well as on my website, joeparys.com. I teach you for free because I want to help you, because I've been through the pain. I've gone through all of this. And I know, Jerry, you want to help people as well. And that's what we're doing this for. You know, we make these free YouTube videos. It's nice to, you know, get the views, and we enjoy, you know, the back end of everything, but we're not making almost anything on this ad cent revenue. Like, trust me, it's next to nothing. We're still here in the bear market. We've been building the bear market the entire way. I made a video every single day virtually for the last year and a half, 2 years, and that's been in the bear. So, you know, I just want to say thank you again for coming on, Jerry. Unlock the free trainings here. Join us, learn, study today, because your future self, I believe, if you stick with this market, crypto's been the highest appreciating asset class ever. And we could see a very nice green Q4 here in 2023 and into 2024. So we invite you, click the links down below. Thanks for watching this lesson in video, and we'll see you all in the next ones, so stay tuned.